But Adil Singh Boparai, the fact is you might call, somebody like a Sandeep Dixit a fringe player, but the sheer fact this sniping keeps going on from either side, there is a trust deficit. There has to be.
Well, Preeti, the fight is bigger, the struggle is bigger. Please understand this. And the struggle is for the future of this country. Why is the BJP obsessed with us? If the BJP believes what Mr. Sinha is saying, then they should be happy. Why are they obsessed with us? They should focus on governance. They've been elected to govern, and they have to give their report card to the people of this country. They haven't been elected to be obsessed with us and pass jibes at us. And as far as the BJP is concerned, let me remind you, it was the same top echelon of the Bharatiya Janata Party which made allegations of corruption against Mr. Ajit Pawar, Chhagan Bhujbal, and a host of other leaders who then joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what happens when you join the BJP? The charges disappear. So therefore, the fact of the matter today is that as much as the BJP may want to show dissensions amongst the India ranks, the BJP has to answer on 3 counts. Number 1, what is your performance chart when it comes to employment? Number 2, please respond on price rise. And number 3, please respond on the denigration of institutions in this country. Why is it that institutions have become hound dogs in this country? Why is it that nobody is asking the BJP to respond on the economy? After all, you're elected to alleviate the suffering of the people.
Sir, I'll come to you only. Let him finish.
Why are you getting so anxious, Mr. Sinha? You'll have your turn.
You have asked me questions. You don't
Sir,
want
I'll
answers.
come to you. Let's go one-on-one. Go one-on-one. I'll come to you and then I'll go to Riju Dutta. Go ahead.
Therefore, today, please see the protest by the truckers in this country today. Please see the long queues at the petrol stations.
But Adil Singh Boparai, the fact is you talk about the truckers' protest. Yes, we're all seeing it. But are you actually in a place where you say that the protest is justified? That there shouldn't be stringent laws for hit and run? Are you actually justifying that?
The incumbent Bharatiya Janata Party has to find a solution. I'm saying this from the point of view that an ordinary consumer should not suffer waiting in lines at petrol stations.
Okay.
Instead of giving us sermons and lectures, find solutions. You're in power. That is my point.
All right. Tuhin Sinha, please respond. Then I cut across to Riju Dutta.
Since the Congress wants us to focus on administration, let me educate the Congressperson on what exactly is administration. 315 hospitals were created by the central on the initiative of the central government.
Can we let's go one by one? Can I just get Tuhin Sinha? Go ahead.
315 hospitals. 70,000 kilometers of extra national highway in the last 9 years, 500 kilometers of metro rail, 75 new airports, 50 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts, 4 crore houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and they will teach us how to focus on administration. When he talks about unemployment is at a 6-year low. If he reads an SBI report which puts it at 3.2%. They talk about inflation. Inflation is less than, retail inflation is less than 6% during the second part of UPA 2. It was consistently in double digits. So these are the people who give us lectures on administration just because they can't, take a stand on Ram Temple.
All right. Okay. No, it's not. Okay. I don't think the Ram Temple is there. But, sir, you're quoting certain studies. Studies can be quoted depending on what side of the divide that you stand on. But having said that, Riju Dutta wanted to make a point earlier. Riju Dutta, please come in.
Yeah, when BJP talks about administration, I hope, touch wood, it does not happen, but I hope whenever next time Tuhin falls sick, he gets admitted to AIMS Darbhanga, which Pradhan Mantri inaugurated, and he mentioned himself. So let's not go into it. When you talk about giving wages to all these, to the underprivileged, in Bengal, Manrega workers, you have not paid wages of 2,700 crores when they have already worked. अगर कोई आदमी घर में किसी को काम करा के पैसा नहीं देता, उसको चोर कहते हैं लोग. So let's not go into all this nitty-gritty, Mr. Sinha. We have a lot to say. And talking about Ram Mandir, I am glad, Preeti, that today on your show, the BJP has given a self-goal value, has categorically said that Ram Mandir is a political issue for them. This is what we have been saying. I think Ram Mandir is not BJP's paternal property. Ayodhya is not the paternal property of Mr. Gautam Adani. It belongs to everybody who follows the Hindu religion. And I am saying it on record on India Today. हम राम मंदिर जाएंगे, पूजा भी देंगे, पर बीजेपी को वोट नहीं देंगे. How does religion come into politics? Whether you are Hindu or Muslim, you are buying petrol at 100 rupees per litre. You are buying gas at 1200 rupees per cylinder. The middle class backbone is shattered. There is no jobs in this country. And they are harping about Ram Mandir. Arey bhai, Ram tumhara akela ka nahi hai, Ram hum sabka hai. But vote hum tumhe nahi denge. And the people of this country will not vote for you because you talk about religion, you do not talk about the
Nitin Tyagi, you want to come in very quickly because, you know, the question that is going to be asked of the India Alliance, and it will keep being asked till the time at least there is some conclusive, benchmarks that you reach on seat sharing. Right now, what we can only see is sniping, nothing really conclusive coming on ground.
See, sniping, yes, you can call it sniping, definitely. When you see people, you're talking about a lot of people in these, Mr. Dixit you were talking about. I do not want to comment on that. And these are not people who would be actually be the decision makers. But yes, definitely, let's talk about the whole India Alliance right now is focused upon giving one versus one kind of candidate in the upcoming elections, and we are committed to that. We are committed to giving a government to this country which is helpful for the farmers, which is helpful for the students, for the youth. It brings in more jobs. It is helpful towards the women of this country. And more or less, we want a government which honors the constitution that we have and does not.
All right, well, many would say the time is running out in terms of providing one seat, one candidate. But Tuhin Sinha,
don't you worry about that.
No, we are not the ones to worry. We are only here to debate. But Tuhin Sinha, I want to bring you back into this debate. The question is, the sheer fact that the opposition can come together, you might say the chemistry lies with you. But just if you look at arithmetics, it has gotten under your skin. Many would suggest, the last session would not have seen a suspension, which was historic, of 146 parliamentarians if you were not spooked.
I'm challenging these opposition MPs. You go and fight the election and try to create sympathy for yourself. You will not get that sympathy, because the fault lines today are very clear. On the one hand is the ruling party, which has a vision for the next 20 years. And on the other hand is an outright corrupt and opportunist alliance. Hemant Soren, one of their core partners, has, evaded going to ED for the 7th time. His arrest is imminent. Ideally, that should have happened 1 year ago. So again, they would blame us and say, talk about the timing, you're doing it just before the Lok Sabha elections. But fact is, these people don't have a vision for the future. And today, mind you, on your show, so far, we have heard, the opposition talking ill about the Prime Minister, but the TMC spokesperson wanted to send me to AIMS Bhagalpur. So look at the kind of, the negativity they bring to the table. Do you think...
But so what's wrong with that? He's saying AIMS Darbhanga. You yourself counted it as one of the benchmarks of administration and governance. What's wrong with going to? Why is it negative?
No. Why does he wish that I go there? Why does he, he's not happy seeing me on your show, is it? He's not happy seeing me healthy. So this is the kind of mentality
do you think AIMS Darbhanga? Okay, go ahead. Okay. All right, I have terribly run out of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this rest. But, one thing that we don't even need to confirm, it's a debate that is going to continue in days to come. With that, a quick wrap.